All right.
The
mics are working?
Mics are working, bro.
Yeah!
Ready for episode 2?
Episode number 2.
Yeah.
So you know it's gonna be the what?
What?
It's episode number 2, so it's gonna be the what?
What is it gonna be?
It's gonna be number 2.
Wow.
It's gonna be the shit!
Let's start again. We can't start like that. Ain't no way we're starting the podcast like that.
You slow, man.
So it's gonna be 2.
It's gonna be the shit. Number 2.
Oh wow.
Like, bruh, really?
Okay.
Was that like Saturday?
Was that like in a
Slow
rap
Saturday?
song?
No, like I just came up with that shit right now.
Oh really?
Yeah,
genius, bro.
I'm smart.
How was your week?
Smart guy. My week was good, man.
What you get up to?
It was good. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. It's mostly at the crib.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to, just waiting on the content. Like the content was like fast and furious.
Dude, it's just coming in like every other hour.
Yo,
something new is happening.
It's only Tuesday.
Dude,
relax.
We're like, yo, we can't wait to get to record the second episode of the podcast.
Yeah, man, it was crazy, man. But
all right,
it's been a good week.
Yeah, my week's been good too.
Yeah.
Did a few, got some good news here and there.
Yeah, there you go.
Did some work here and there as well.
That's
and just seeing great responses, man, for the
podcast.
With the first episode of the podcast.
Big shout out to everybody who listened. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I don't know about do you have one of those?
Sometimes.
Davy Jones. Do you have a heart, Davy Jones?
From the bottom of our hearts.
From the bottom of Fanatik's heart, mostly, you know what I mean? Because he definitely has one. I don't know about Chromez,
no heart over here.
So thank you so much to everybody who listened. Thank you very much for the feedback. Appreciate that too much.
Absolutely
too much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we'll keep it going. Now remember, you need to, if you're listening on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe.
Yeah.
On SoundCloud, make sure that you follow. All right. Yes. If you don't have an account, just create one and do your thing.
Yeah.
Also, if you're on Android, just download the Google Podcast app. It's just 200 kilobytes. It's not like too big. Tiny app.
Yeah.
And you just search for Raw Conversations with Chromez and Fanatik. It'll pop up. You subscribe, and every time there's a new episode, you get that.
You will get notified.
Also, if you are on Apple Podcasts, you just go to your Apple Podcast app, open it, search for the podcast, you'll be able to find it.
It's as simple as that, you know what I mean? So
and also follow us on our socials, man. Instagram,
Twitter,
Raw Conversations Podcast. On Twitter, it's Rawcon Podcast.
Yeah.
And then Facebook, Raw Conversations Podcast. So, then you'll be up to date with everything happening with the podcast.
It's as easy as that.
Out the week.
It's as easy as that.
All right, so we know for a very long time we were seeing the XYZ camp post about a lituation.
I thought it was going to be a club. I thought
that's interesting. Like,
I thought Slap is opening a club
because he had a club. What was it called? The something
Playhouse?
room.
Playroom.
The Playroom. Yeah, I think it was called the Playroom.
Kabota, yeah. I saw that.
He had a club. Shut it down though.
Yeah. We were saying it's like lituation. We thought it was a club.
Yeah.
And he did have a club at some point.
He did. It was called the Playroom. And I remember
I never went there actually.
Neither did I, but I remember when I was still at Power FM, we did interview him one time, and this was before he opened it, I think.
Yeah. I remember that interview.
Yeah, and he talked about how he wanted it to be a place where celebrities could hang out, but also just general people can also come through and do their thing.
Heard about that. I remember that. I only went there after like there was somebody else who was trying to run it. I think a couple of maybe 4 months ago. They were actually asking for my help and whatever, but
what happened to that?
The last time I went there, it's closed down. It's closed down.
Does the place have like some sort of ghosts or some shit? Like,
I don't know. I mean, like if a brand like Slap is gonna get behind you, no pun intended.
Yeah. Pause.
If a brand like Slap is gonna get behind you, then you should be going places. I'm just saying.
Straight.
Yeah.
So Lituation comes out.
Lituation drop.
And then we find out it's a track with Patoranking and Daev.
The homie Daev.
Slapdee is, if you're not Zambian, is one of the biggest artists in Zambia. You can look him up.
Probably the biggest right now.
You can say that.
I think it's probably the biggest right now because it's like Market 2 is a little bit in the background right now. I don't know why. You know what I mean?
I think we should have that conversation one day about what happened because they were at some point head to head at par, and then I don't know. It's sort of like Market 2 took a different step and then Slap just took some sort of other step. I don't know. We'll break it down.
Yeah, we'll break it down.
Yeah,
we'll break it down. Definitely.
In some of the follow-up podcasts that will be coming through.
We will.
So, your initial thoughts of Lituation?
I mean, when it dropped, I think that's the same time I got a migraine the same day. That was Friday.
Yeah.
Got a migraine the same day. So I listened to it that same day a little bit. Not with my full ears and full concentration. But later on, I think I've probably played it like 7-8 times. You know? And generally speaking, it's a nice song. It's a nice song. I like the feature. It's not the first time that a Zambian artist has collaborated with Patoranking.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Roberto being the other.
Yeah, Roberto being the other. But I don't know why I feel like this time around it's like maybe it's the visuals that have made it more, for lack of a better term, more official. You know what I mean? It feels more official because it's like, yo, there's a video too.
Wasn't there a video for the song that they did with Roberto? I believe there is.
There is?
Yeah, there is. There should be a video.
How awesome was it? Dude, it's like you have to.
It's Roberto, bro. He always has good videos.
I beg your pardon. Because it's like, look, the thing is, I don't really watch a lot of Zambian television. You know what I mean? I watch CNN, BBC, you know. And National Geographic, so I'm that type of guy. Yeah. So if we're gonna have a discussion about, you know,
I mean, we have established that you're a white man in a black man's skin.
So look, all I'm saying is, this is not what you might call it. What's the name of that show on ZMBC?
Born and Bred.
This is not Born and Bred. So like, we're not gonna be reviewing the videos like that. I haven't been watching videos to review them. You know, if I catch it, I catch it. If I don't, then I don't. It is what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's what I feel. I feel like this is like it's a bigger sort of like endorsement from a bigger Nigerian artist to a Zambian artist because there's a video out. You know, like there's a video out. Like you could search Patoranking only, and probably like down the line you can be like, oh, Slapdee, and who's this Slapdee guy? If you don't know,
most likely, you'll be able to.
You know what I mean? You will be able to see that. So for me, that's a good look.
In fact, if you do search on YouTube Patoranking, the first video is that's a different track, and the second one is Lituation.
There you go.
Slapdee and Daev.
Because I mean, right now I think a lot of people are trying to view the video. I've been viewing the video. Yeah. I don't know how much in terms of a lot for Zambia. I don't know how much that is.
Yeah, I mean 2 days at this time we're recording this. It's got like over almost 60,000 views.
There you go
on YouTube, which is pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That's alright. You know what I mean?
No, that's alright. That's definitely alright for a Zambian video.
Yeah. You know? So let me just say, this is a great step for Slapdee to make. You know, absolutely. After a big record, like for a long time.
Yeah, man.
It was like, what are you gonna do next? Because that song was huge. It's like you can't follow it up with something that's gonna. The energy has to
stay the same.
Yeah,
keep the same energy.
Keep the same energy going. And
absolutely.
I have to commend Slapdee. Like that was great.
That was a good move. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was.
And for now, you know, sometimes I think there comes a time in a person's career where it shouldn't just be about dropping tracks or just rapping and being the best rapper. You know, it's about what are you doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because it's like the platform is there. We know you're a great rapper. We know you can do all of these things. But like, what are you doing now? So it's like once you drop a track, like for a long time, drop great visuals to it. You know, It's like, what's next now? And then you drop something like that, something like he just dropped. It's like, oh, collaborations with one of Africa's biggest artists.
Yeah,
you know, it's now we're seeing it looks like there's progression, and the progression is deliberate.
There you go.
You know, like it's deliberate. It's like it's not just falling into it. It's like it's deliberate. It's like, okay, look, this is my next move. This is my next move. I'm gonna make my next, I don't know, 50,000 here, and I'm gonna use it for this. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a good look for him.
So yeah, now that we have complimented the man, let's really look at this song and the video closely, because like for me, because Slap is who he is. He's like we said, the biggest artist in Zambia
right now.
And when you talk about somebody being as big as he is, we consider him the torch bearer, right? He's like the guy. Like we expect you to be the one that is innovative, and you are the one that's supposed to do shit like at the highest level.
True.
Right?
True.
So Lituation video, I watched it the first time, and the first time I watched it, I was like, this is a well shot video. But then I needed to watch it again. So I went back, I watched it again, watched it again, like over and over again. And then for me, honestly, I feel like the video, it feels like it was rushed. Like when you watch it properly, like little things that you could, there's little things you're gonna pick up in the video. That's like you rushed this because you were working on his schedule, sort of thing. Because, you know, Patoranking was here, he performed in Livingston, brought out Slapdee at the Day of Thunder. And that's probably where they went and recorded the song and, you know, did the video and all of that, right? When you watch the video, do you notice that Patoranking only has one outfit?
He only has one shot, I know that. I noticed that.
He has one outfit throughout the video, and he's in different scenes.
I noticed that. Maybe that was deliberate?
How was that deliberate? How was that deliberate?
I don't know. Maybe it was deliberate.
That proves my point that they were
rushed.
working on his schedule.
But it's, I mean,
so it was a rushed visual. There's the whole, like in the beginning of the when the opening credits, entertainment isn't even spelled properly. There's things like that.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yes. There's no N in the entertainment.
Snap.
So
snap.
It's like it feels like a rushed video project. I mean, we've said all the good things about it. Like this is a right step in the right direction for an artist of his caliber. But then it's like, look, my point with that is when I was saying you're the guy that we look at as
torchbearer.
You're the guy who has to do everything. Has to be, if not perfect, it has to be near perfect. And you, as big as you are, should demand that. Like that's something that you should demand. And so I'm looking at how like some of the shots were done where they're trying to do this, I don't know, some popular dance that's in Nigeria, and it looks like he was trying to teach them to the guys, and they weren't able to catch it. There's another shot where they try to do it all together, and it just doesn't look properly done, and you only see it for like half a second or something like that. For me, I'm like really delving deep. I do this with every video that I watch. So it's not just Slapdee.
I mean, look, for me, the thing is,
does that matter or not? Do you think?
Nah.
It doesn't matter.
Not here.
What? We need to stop this, bro. Like the whole Zambians don't like nice things.
Look. Here's the thing. It's like not okay. Maybe not just here, but like in terms of, the way the average person, all right, continent-wise, is gonna watch a video, unless it's just trash through and through. You know, but like if you watch that video once and walk away, you're not gonna catch up on all of those things. You know what I mean?
That is
true.
You're
not gonna catch those things. All right, doesn't matter whether you're in essay or you're in Cape Town or you're in freaking Cairo. It doesn't matter. It's just like you would not catch some of those things for a lot of people.
Let me ask a question then. When people are making music, or when they are, I don't know, acting in a movie, like, do they do it for the fans, or do they want to appease a professional ear or like a professional eye?
It's the professional ear and the professional eye, but like the fans are obviously in that picture.
Of course they are, but like when you're working to do something, you want a person who's savvy to be able to appreciate your work.
Here's my thing, right? Keep in mind, it's like let's work with the fact.
Yeah,
fact. Slapdee is not as big as Patoranking.
That's a fact.
Fact is, obviously, if Patoranking says, "Bruh, I have 3 hours before I catch a flight," you have to work with the 3 hours. You understand what I'm saying? So some of those things, I think, obviously they're gonna get rushed, you know. And I don't know what Patoranking is like personally, or you know,
he seems like a cool dude. I mean,
I've heard things, but like when it comes to about just like, yo, I need to be about my money because I have a show, I need to go do something else, you know. It's just like people get in that professional mind state where they just need to go, especially for people like Patoranking. Obviously, he has a team who's just like, it's like, yo, bro, at 14:30 we're bouncing.
So if my thing is like,
so
the director,
so probably it could have been the director.
I blame this on the director.
On the director,
it's the director's fault.
Yeah,
sir, you messed up.
Yeah,
because you telling me that the director can't tell Patoranking to change his clothes.
Yeah, I mean, it's like there's certain things that you could even have been like just one outfit change, you know.
And on top of that, it could have been a situation where Patoranking leaves and they still continue to shoot the video, go to a different location and do something else. You could still have done that. Like,
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So I'm calling out the director. Like,
so so probably it's about the fine tuning, you know. Like it's kind of like we've given you the raw material now. Work your magic, Mr. Director.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fine tune this to, you know, I mean, like misspelling entertainment.
Yeah.
Obviously that comes down to somebody dropped the ball somewhere. It's like, yo, you couldn't type this out properly. You know, so those little things obviously are gonna fall on somebody like the director.
And then even the people that got the video and saw they didn't see the typo. Like, we have to see it. Like, he's got people around him who are supposed to do certain things for him. He's a busy person, I believe.
Yeah, obviously.
So he probably asked like, yo, is this good to go? Yeah, no, it's good to go, my guy. Let's throw it out there. Yeah. And then it comes out and then we see that there's a typo?
Yeah. No, I mean, that's
like, bro, you got to sit down with your people. Seriously.
It's for me, I think it's one of those things. It's like you could have easily cut out the entertainment if you wanted to. You know what I mean?
It could have just been XYZ.
It could have just been XYZ.
You can't misspell XYZ.
Not at all.
You can't.
You cannot. You know, but it's like you said. It's about the little things. And that's where basically it comes down to. You know? It's like even with us, with radio and all of these different things. A lot of people listen to radio and they listen and it's like, oh, he's a good radio presenter. But like, it's like if I was to listen or you were to listen, I'd be like, yo, this guy is trash. Straight. And all of that. And it's like you were able to pick out certain things. It's like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about right now. And he's going to mumble for the next 1 minute, 30 seconds. And he hasn't said crap.
Nothing, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like the untrained ear probably wouldn't have heard that.
Yeah.
You know, but like some of us guys are able to pick up on that. So in a situation like this, same thing. So it's all about that professionalism and being on point and trying to be as crisp as you possibly can be as a director, producer, whatever it is that you're doing. But like if you're responsible for the visuals, make sure that they are on point.
You're getting paid for it, man.
You're getting paid for it.
You know?
And I don't think that doesn't look like a cheap video.
Doesn't look cheap.
Doesn't look cheap. You know what I mean?
They use the proper camera.
They use
like,
proper cameras.
Make no mistake. The video, like, it's clear. Like the coloring, all of that stuff.
All of that.
Is on point. That you can see they did makeup and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like they did their thing.
You know, we're seeing some very questionable videos come out in Zambia and still going to make a lot of noise and all of that. But you know, that this was a proper video. So like Chrome said, it falls back to the director, producer, whatever it is. It's like that person who was responsible for the final work and the final cut to say, it's like, okay, brah, it is done.
It's ready.
Here's your work.
Yeah.
Cut my check. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plain, simple, straightforward. That's the person we blaming this on.
Yeah, throwing that out there.
And
am I the only one who thinks it sounds like radio?
No, it kind of does. Kind of does. Kind of? Is he like probably going with that formula? What do they say in soccer? You don't change a winning side.
Okay, so let me ask you this: which song was bigger between radio and For a Long Time?
Oh, For a Long Time, definitely.
So wouldn't that then be probably a blueprint?
No, but like
you want to follow?
For a Long Time is
it's not pop.
It's not pop.
It's not Afro pop.
It's not Afro pop. It's not
whatever.
I mean, the vocals on radio were mostly in English, predominantly.
Pretty
in English.
much, yeah.
You know what I mean?
He
threw in a bit of vernacular here and there, but like it was mostly. You could tell it's like this is not necessarily for
So we don't. So it's fine that they did that. It's a song that.
No, I think what he was probably trying to do is get that international feel, if I can call it that. You know, that he had on the radio. You know what I mean? Because that sounds like it's a track for if you want to hear Slapdee stuff and you're not from here, this is a track. Here you go. You know. So it's like it's a feel good song. It's not deep. It's not sophisticated. It's not spitting bars like crazy. It's just a little feel good song. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it kind of has the same feel with this one. Maybe that's what he thought was a winning formula for him. I don't know.
And something else that the thing really proved to me is Daev has the potential to be a superstar.
Daev is the man.
Daev can go places.
Daev, you're the man.
Daev is the truth.
Yeah. I mean,
I was like just listening to the vocals.
Yeah.
I'm like, this dude can do a track with anyone and it'll sound dope. And if Patoranking doesn't do a track with Daev soon, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
I think Patoranking might do a track with Daev. It's
a possibility.
I'm just
saying. What I mean? And probably the type of things that Daev needs to be looking into.
Yeah.
You know? As an individual, and I hope, obviously, since his XYZ, I don't know if he's got his personal manager or I don't know what that works like.
Yeah.
But I hope whoever is managing him is, trying to set him up with things like that. Because being on a track with Patoranking is like that changes your CV immediately.
That's huge.
You understand what I'm saying?
Your feature should be more expensive now. Because you've proven time and time again that when you lace a hook, it makes sense.
It's a hit record.
So
it's a hit record.
Yeah, shout out to Daev, man.
Shout out to Daev. I legit hope that he continues on the same path. I mean, there was somebody who I don't usually go up to Zambian artists and be like, yo, you are the truth, and you're gonna go places and all of that. And I did that. I've done that twice. First with Abel Chongumusuka. First time I think he came back from the States then. He performed Chalo and he performed, I forget another song, at church. First time, this is way back in the day. I went up to him and I said, bruh, like you got something here. The other person I did that for is Ice Kid Loki.
Ice Kid is really talented.
Ice Kid is really talented, but like which is the last hit record that you heard from Ice Kid? Or the last song you heard from Ice Kid Loki?
Wow. It's been a minute, man.
It's like, where is he?
It's been a minute.
Where is he? Like, what's happening? It's like, for me, I thought that was like, I don't know.
He was like our export, man. Like,
he was
that
our
was
export.
The guy.
Like, that's Ice Kid, Loki, Patoranking, Mike Burner. You know what I mean? Like, yo.
See, this is where you see that talent is not enough.
Talent is not enough. It's not enough, not at all.
If you are rolling around thinking, every day go to the studio, I'ma just do my best vocals and that's it, like, you got it all wrong. Like, there's still like a whole lot of more work that you need to do.
Talent is not enough.
Yeah, you need a street team, and you need to pump in money. Like it's It's
You need
crazy
a
like
street
that.
team. There are people like Danny Kaye who ate off one song for years
Yeah.
and years.
There you
You
go.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And after that one song, he did a collaborative album with Kabelo, and that he ate off of that for years and years.
Yeah.
To this day, it's like if I ask
White
you,
boy from SA, right?
white boy from SA, it's like if I ask you, like name 5 Danny Kaye songs, it's like you're not gonna know. But like if you go to SA, it's like man, it's a big deal.
Pretty brown eyes.
Yeah, just a pretty brown eyes to this day.
That's a jam.
That's a jam. You know, so talent is not enough. I wish Ice Kid can come out of wherever he is. You know, I hope he gets his stuff together and all of that, and you know he can blow up. But like, yo, big shout out to Daev. You doing your thing, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so check out Lituation. Go to YouTube. If like all of these things that we've talked about, if you haven't seen the video, you probably won't catch. So go ahead and watch it, and then you know probably like pause the podcast right now. Go watch the video, and then come back and then listen to everything we just talked about.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So Chanda Mbao also dropped a record.
Yeah, Chanda Mbao.
The Bigger Wave.
Bigger wave, bigger wave, bigger wave. Yeah, he dropped a record.
Are you gonna be honest and talk about how you have sort of like some issues with how he intros his songs?
So it's like, no, yeah.
Am I calling you out here?
No,
something
like,
you want to put on wax, bro?
Bruh. It's like I just don't like how he says Chanda Mbao.
Yeah.
Maybe it's is it an accent thing? How long was Chanda
What is
Mbao
wrong with
out?
how he says it, man?
No, it's like Chanda Mbao. You know what I mean? It's like just, it doesn't sound very believable. You know what I mean? Doesn't sound very believable. I don't like it.
He's got an accent, very heavy accent.
An American accent?
Yeah.
How long was he out?
Wow. I don't know. He spent his early years in Zambia, like, but then he left and was back here, I think 2012 or 2015. I'm not sure, bro. I haven't checked his CV like that, so. Yeah.
Anyway, look. I'm
not gonna nitpick on that, but
yeah. But like, it's just, look, I just, there's certain things that our West African brothers, they don't mince their, you know what I mean? They don't try and westernize. They could have a heavy British accent. You know what I mean? But like when they say their name, it will be Okolo, Lokete, whatever, and it will be like proper heavy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I just wish you could just say Chanda Mbao. Like just, you know what I mean?
So do you think that puts some people off then when they hear
it's
that?
just like, I don't know about some people. It pisses me off. It puts me off. I mean, like, listen, Jason Derulo. It's like sounded nice, but like I heard it in every song.
Oh man, I hate
and like it just became bloody annoying. I was like, yo, I know your name already. Shut up.
Yeah, man.
You know, and I'm not saying shut up to Chanda Mbao. You're my guy. Chanda's my guy. It's my guy, but like it's not that he says his name. It's that the way he says it.
Okay.
I just want it to be more local. You know what I mean? It's like, because it's like he's gonna go to SA, and then you know the reporter or the journalist or whoever is interviewing him is gonna listen to that. It's like Chanda Mbao. So they're gonna be like, oh, we're sitting here with Chanda Mbao. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's not Chanda Mbao, he's Chanda Mbao. Plain and simple. You know?
Alright, so Chanda Mbao is basically one of the new school acts that have popped up on the scene here in Zambia. And he's been making waves, excuse the pun.
Yeah, he has.
And you know, recently, actually, like just a few. Was it yesterday? Friday when he dropped the Bigger Wave?
Was that Friday too? That was Friday as well. Huh?
What do you mean as well?
No, when the Bigger Waves came out.
Bigger Wave came out. It premiered on radio stations yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Yeah. And I think there is a link on SoundCloud where you can check it out.
You can check it out as well.
So it features Laylizzy of Mozambique, who happens to be a big deal over there.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Da L.E.S from South Africa.
Bali.
Yeah. So
Les is old, man.
How old is Les, bro?
I don't know, man, but like Les is
Check
old.
this shit.
Les is old. Les should be like 51.
Get the fuck out of here.
Les is 51. The Les is 51.
He's 33, bro. You
BS.
gotta chill the fuck out of here.
Rubbish.
This nigga like he's 55.
This nigga lying.
33, bro.
There is no way the Les is the same age as
He's
I
an
am.
85 baby, bro.
Rubbish.
For real.
That's rubbish.
July 26th.
The Les is an old man, bro. The
What
Les
you
is
mean?
a
He started like as a teenager though. Like he was like real young when he was doing this
rubbish.
thing. So. What you
Yes, he started when he was real young, like in 95 or something.
Yeah, he was no, not as far back as that.
95. I mean, look, when what's with the attitude dropped? Do you think how old was he then?
He was
Like he was in Josie. Let's remember
Josie
that.
back
He was in
in
Josie with
what year was that?
Bongani Fasi.
Was that 2009?
Yeah, 2009 is how many years ago? 10 years ago, basically. Let's just say 10 years ago.
He was 23 then, right? It says the song was released in 2010. Yeah. So
Les is old, bro. The Les is old.
he's not that old, bro. He's 33.
The Les is as old as Alfie. That's
Nobody knows how old Alfie is, bro.
Alfie's old. Alfie is a friend of ours. Alfie's old.
Alfie's the homie.
Alfie is the homie, and he's friends with the Les.
Yeah, they're homies.
So you know, like those Balis, they roll together. You know what I mean?
Hell
Like,
no, you're not gonna do that.
talking about the kid. No, but like I don't want that. I do not believe the Les is 33. Rubbish.
For real.
Get out of here.
Anyway, let's get just get away from your issues with his age. The man is 33, Fanatik. Let's just let that sink in.
Yeah,
so the Bigger Wave comes out. Played it on radio, my radio show, and I've obviously listened to it a few times before because we always get hooked up. Shout out to KJ.
Yeah.
And I thought the Bigger Wave was supposed to mean it was supposed to be a movement which was going to describe the music he was going to drop. I didn't think it was going to be the title of the song. I don't know. It's just because of the way it was being pushed. It's like, oh, the Bigger Wave is coming. So I'm like, okay, like,
yeah.
I'm thinking it's like, oh, this is the Bigger Wave, and the Bigger Wave is a package or something. That's what I thought it was.
It's not what it is, though?
It's the song.
Like, isn't there another feature or something coming? No?
Which one? I think he's supposed to. I don't know if we're at liberty to put out this information.
No, but like,
we got inside
that,
information.
Wasn't that all over the socials?
What
on
information?
his social media, like
about Gemini Major?
Gemini Major.
Did we just drop a spoiler? Spend Chanda Mbao?
No, but like that was all over social media, bro.
He put it out there.
No, but like just like the pictures. It's like the
with Gemini Major.
KJ.
Okay, yeah, there you go. So
that's kind of like a hint.
So
I was also with the same mind, but I just didn't think that I'm supposed to retract from that mindset that it's still the Bigger Wave. Like, okay, yeah, this is the title of the song, and I don't know, I'm thinking there's more features to come, and like, yo, this is kind of like stepping up and all of that. That was my thinking. It's like if it's gonna stop right here, and then it's like, oh.
So you think even though the song is called the Bigger Wave, it still represents
a movement. Yeah, not necessarily a song. That's what I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, it could be that,
It could be that, but it's like maybe we need to chop it up with Chanda Mbao and see what's what.
Straight.
You know what I mean?
So do you like the song?
Yeah, I do. I do. You know what I mean? Look, it's one thing I had to do with as a hip hop head. As keep in mind, as an old school hip hop head, I'm not as me and Da L.E.S are the same age. As an old school hip hop head who came from a certain era of hip hop and a certain type of hip hop, that was basically solely based on lyrics and niceness on the track and all of that. It's like I've had to dumb it down, and not dumb it down in a bad way, but like dumb it down and realize it's like, look, this is where hip hop is going, or this is what the wave is right now. You understand? So like it took me a while because I'm stuck in my ways, but I'm definitely getting there. I'm getting to a point where I can listen to music and it doesn't have to be necessarily bar after bar after bar. Yeah, I can listen to the Migos. Yeah. I can listen to, you know what I mean, a whole bunch.
You can listen to Tekashi 6ix9ine. You can listen to Lil Yachty.
I can't listen. No, I have standards.
That Fifi record is hard, bro. You need to stop.
That Fifi record is garbage. Garbage. That is trash. Hot garbage, bro. Like, just put it on the stove.
Such a fucking hater, bro. That Fifi record. Like, when that song, you know what? I'm gonna wait till we go to a club one of these days and they play that shit in the club. I'm gonna watch you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch you.
Yeah. Watch me go punch the DJ. Watch me go punch the DJ. Like, yeah. Tick, Kashi 6ix9ine that. But so in as far as where I am right now, like even with records that I've heard, even individuals like Da L.E.S, they were never lyrical, you know. And he was. We've spoken about this before.
Are you saying the song is not lyrical? Or am I reading what you're saying wrong? Because you've gone into talking about old school hip hop and how there was content and people were like, you know, really dropping bars. So
no, there are dropping bars, but like I'm saying is it's like the dropping bars of today and the dropping bars of 1997 hip hop is not the same. You know, it's not the same at all. So like even with Da L.E.S is not a drop bars rapper.
Of course not. We didn't expect that
from him. He's not that guy. We don't expect that from him. It's like, yo, just get on the track, make it sound nice. Sharp, man. You know what I mean? Hey, get your check, book out. Yeah. It is what it is.
Straight.
So with this particular song, it's like I like it. I can vibe to it and all of that jazz. I like the song, point blank period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I have nothing bad to say about the song.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
I think Scott really laced that that hook.
Yeah.
I mean, there was the original version actually won, I think, an award or something like that. I think at the Z Music Awards or something like that. It did win an award, and that's why he's an award-winning Zambian hip hop act and all of that.
Yeah.
Which, because there was the original waves, and that's why they say this is the bigger wave. That's why it's called the bigger wave. If you didn't know, so that's what it is. So yeah, shout out to Chanda Mbao. This
and also sort of shout out to Scott. Shout out to Scott. Scott came from a place where he was, what's that? Winner of the Trace Airtel Trace Star or something.
Yeah.
He won that, and I have to say, when he won it, I was like, no, they should have given it to the other person.
Who was the other person?
He beat out Wezzy.
Oh, Wezzy was on that.
Wezzy was on that. I was like, how the hell?
Well, were we there when he won? We went to that show, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. It was at the Web.
Dude, it was so awkward because it's like, yo, do that again, please come out on the stage again. I was like, what the fuck? We didn't know they were shooting it for, or we did know, but then they didn't let the crowd know that we're gonna stop the process and start it over again if we need to get better shots and all of that.
Yeah.
So I think at some point we probably stepped out to go and grab like the contraband in the car. Parking lot pimping, baby.
Secure the bag. But like the thing is, it's like when he beat out Wezzy, I was like, how on earth did this kid just beat out Wezzy? How? Who is he?
He's a beast, man.
Wezzy is a beast. Even the performance on that day, and I even watched this. I think the next year, I went to the same event, but obviously they were crowning, what's the name?
Tiwa.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and I still heard Scott perform, and I still wasn't convinced. But like his work culture, again, about that whole work attitude, his work culture has just showed that he just keeps on pushing pushing. The work ethic is just on point. And now you can listen to him. It's like, brother man is actually singing. You know, then I was like, but like now when you listen to him, you can just like, dude is a singer. It's like, actually, if you're looking for that R&B sound, that R&B hook, if you can't get a hold of FJ, holla at Scott.
There you go. So Scott might be in the reins to be the next king of R&B?
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. I mean, like, look, number one, his light skin.
We are going to talk about whether FJ really does R&B.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We will
talk about that.
Yeah,
that's one of the topics
we will crap on FJ.
No, we were not gonna crap on him. The FJ episode coming soon. But you were about to say, sorry, I cut you off.
I don't know. I've forgotten my train of thought. Yeah. Oh,
that's
I was
messed up.
saying that Scott is number one. He's brown in color. You know what I mean? Obviously, he's gonna have the female crowd already. You know what I mean? He can sing. That's number two.
You're sounding like the bitter, dark skinned dude. Like that's don't do that. Like
my
it's fine.
melanin popping. Nigga. Leave me alone.
What is this nigga just saying? Melanin popping. The
We were.
Is that one of your hashtags on Instagram?
We were having that conversation. It's like I don't think men can say that.
No, you can't.
I was saying that. It's like no, you can say it. You can say you're dark skinned. It's like nah, I cannot say my melanin is popping.
Nah, G.
Nah, man.
We're not doing that.
Yeah, but like big shout out to Scott, man. I'm a fan now. I'm a fan now. Big shout out to you, man.
Took a while.
Yeah, it took a while, but like I'm a fan now.
Okay, so shout out to Chanda Mbao. We like the record.
We like the record,
Keep
man.
it coming.
Bigger waves.
He did show me a video that
Keep the same energy.
There's something else coming out.
There you go.
And yeah, best believe.
So you see,
the man is doing his thing.
This is the bigger wave. It's a movement.
I guess so.
And if
I guess
it's
you
not
can say
Chanda Mbao, you can just, holla at us and tell us, it's like, yo, thank you very much for the heads up. It's actually going to be a movement now.
We said it first.
We said it first, but like, you know what I mean? But like, you can just act like, it was your idea all along. But like, we see you, man. Big shout out.
Yeah. So this week has been quite eventful.
Too much, man.
What would you like to start with, away from the music?
First it was the United Kingdom.
Oh man.
That they were like, yo,
man.
we're not messing with you guys like that anymore.
No man.
Bring back the money. You know what I mean?
Bring back the money.
Bring back the money. Bring back the money. I mean, it started with the UK.
So let's give a background of this, right? Yeah. So, British government had been investigating misappropriation of the funds that they were sending to Zambia.
Yeah.
Because we do have something called the social cash transfer,
yeah, which
is what the Zambian government uses to empower like poor people, like less privileged people.
Less privileged.
Like that's where they give them money, basically monthly. Like this is something you can use to buy food or crops and all of that. Welfare, basically, for the less privileged people that really don't know what they're gonna eat tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like really, like it's bad.
It's bad,
and they need it so badly. So the Zambian government funds part of it, and then they also get some of the money from donors,
donor countries,
and so. Zampost is the company that's supposed to channel these funds. They use Zampost because Zampost is everywhere in the country, so that's where people go to get their money. And it so happened that people weren't receiving their money.
Yeah.
Next thing we saw, Zampost had bought these really expensive vehicles.
Yes.
And then people were like, "Where the hell is people ain't sending letters like that?" We ain't sending letters like that, my G. Where are you guys getting money like this to be
stamp? Yeah,
like what's up with that? And then
how much is a stamp? Like 50?
I don't even know.
15 way?
Isn't that too expensive?
No, I think this it's about that. Like I had to buy a stamp. I think early this year. Because government institutions still use that. Like my sister had to apply for her nursing course, and it's a government institution, so I had to buy a stamp and like get that local stamp and then put it there, lick it, and then had it set. But basically, that's
so over 4 million kwacha went missing that came from the donors, and it's like, where did this money go?
Yeah, that is the question.
Disappear. And then the ministry, what's her name? Honorable Emerine Kawanshi.
Yeah.
Lost her job.
She got fired.
Yeah. Minister of Community Development. She lost her job because of that. There's somebody else that's been put into place. Now, the thing is, the president said that 4 months ago, he had asked, because there were reports of misappropriation. So he said, I asked for a report and I didn't get it. I've been waiting for 4 months, and it landed on my desk like on the 14th of September. So it's like, what was happening during that period of time?
Trying to clean house.
Now, what's interesting is I read another story where the press aide to the president said the president had asked for this 3 months ago. So then stories are like not matching. It's like the president said 4 months.
Yeah.
And he said this through the press aide.
Yeah.
Then the press aide in another statement said 3 months.
3 months.
So who do we believe, bro? If you're gonna, put out a statement, at least let it be in uniform, right?
Yeah. I mean, look, for me, number one, the minister getting fired, I was like, oh, okay, but like, why is she getting fired? Why did she get fired? What was the reason?
Because her ministry handles social. That's where the social cash transfer, like, all of that.
Who undertook the investigation and found that,
That seemed like it was just to save face.
Because
cleaning house. Somebody
said this on social media somewhere. It's like, I remember this and I could relate to it because I've done it before as a kid. It's like, like when you steal money out of your mom's house and then your mom is looking for that 10 kwacha or that 500 kwacha. It's like back in the day, 500 kwacha, what is 15 going now?
Yeah.
That 500 kwacha that she left on the table. You stole it. And then she's looking for it. It's like, where's the money I put here? And then you start helping her look for it.
You were so trash, man.
This is I didn't say that. But like this, somebody said this on social media.
Oh, you saying somebody said? I thought that's what you did.
Somebody, this is what the Zambian government is doing basically. It's like, yo, somebody stole money.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you're looking for it, but you know you got it. You know you got it.
Yeah.
Because there's certain things that are...
Dude, this is $4.7 million.
Yes.
You don't lose money like that.
You don't lose money like that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we do though. We do every time every time the Auditor General's report comes out, there's
you lose
money missing.
But if money like that doesn't go missing without top officials
knowing.
Yeah.
And that's exactly my point. And that's the point I'm driving to. It's like, look, the thing is, Eminem Kabanshi is not going to get $4.7 million and put it somewhere and go chilling in the Bahamas and nobody else knows about it.
Straight.
Nobody else knows about it. It's like, look, you can do your own CSI investigations or whatever it is, but like, look, when a rat is dead in the house and it stinks. Point blank period. And there's a rat right now. That's what the situation is. All right? Firing her, for me, it's just like, oh, okay, so she got fired. It's like, who undertook the investigation that found her guilty?
Well, I guess the president made that decision off of the report that he got, looking at where the money was diverted and all of that.
And here's the awesome thing. It's like, this only became a thing after
it blew up.
After it blew up on social media. And then it's like, oh no, actually, we've been trying to find out about this. Oh, you're fired.
It's like, come on, man. It's too late, bro. Like,
it's too late.
That's what I tweeted this. I was like earlier in the week, I was like, yo, like, I'd probably have more respect for you if you brought it to light. Like, yo, Zambian people, I'm sorry, but we found out that we've had misappropriation of funds. We weren't aware of this.
Yeah.
So here's how we're dealing with this. We're firing this person.
Exactly.
We're replacing them with this person.
Exactly.
And we're looking at, getting this money and all of that. Like, but you're not being proactive. You're being reactive.
Trying to look like it's like, yo, trying to play Mr. Goody Two Shoes when you've been caught with your hand in the cookie jar.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Or your hand is in the
crumbs all over your mouth.
Yeah. You got your hand caught in the cookie jar and trying to cut it off. The hand being Irene Kabanshi. You know what I mean? It's like, yo. And then you're bleeding out. It's like, yo, that's not my hand. I don't know.
That ain't even me, bro.
It's not me. I don't know. Like, I don't know her. In fact, she's fine. Look, she's not part of me. Nah, bro. That is your hand.
Yeah.
So, for me, it's things like that just make me look at Zambia and say, wow. You know? Because it's like we've been doing this for a long time. Auditor General's report comes out every year. Yeah. Every year there's money missing.
Yep.
You know? And how are you going to tell me it's like, so Fanatik, little old Fanatik who doesn't have crazy money or whatever it is, doesn't have crazy technology, is able to hear that Auditor General's report on the radio, right? I hear about that. I hear about money missing in the different ministries. I was like, oh, here.
Yeah.
You're telling me the Anti-Corruption Commission doesn't hear that?
Of course they do.
They don't have radios? They do listen.
They get the report. They probably get it first.
So what do they do about that particular situation? They don't do jack.
There you go.
And point blank period. That's what it is.
It's like, what's crazy about this whole thing is it's like, what's so embarrassing, right, is for the government to be able to make the social cash transfer system work. They need that money to come in, right? And so this is like somebody gives you are having problems at your house, and you ask me for money, and I give you the money, and then you just go and chill at Chicago's, buy bottles, and just
go see my side chick. Go see my side chick.
It's
and
like,
I got kids, and I got my kids and my wife.
Your kids are starving.
It's like I'm chilling at Chicago's, but like, yo, check me out, and that's exactly what's happened. That's exactly.
That's the most basic example you will get of what's going on in our country.
So think about that.
Our external debt is $9.7 billion.
Yes.
Internal debt is like over 51 million kwacha.
There you go.
We've got a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
Another report came out saying money that was coming from donors for education was being diverted to service the loans that we have accrued. Yeah. So now our education sector is affected.
Yeah. Somebody got to pay the piper.
Next thing, Ministry of Health. Yeah. There's drugs missing.
Of course.
In the warehouses.
Yes. Standard.
And there's been fake drugs being given out in the hospitals and stuff like that. It's like,
look,
disheartening, man.
Remember when Donald Trump said some countries are, so it's like referring to African countries and called them a shithole, right? UTH for me
is a shithole. I went there recently.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to clean house a little bit. Look, paint the walls a little bit. Doesn't smell so bad these days.
The thing is, there's certain things that you can go there and they'll help you out. You will find some people who are dedicated and focused and all of these different things, and they want to work. But the majority of the people there, and I always say it's like, some people say it's like, oh no, it's about money, they don't get enough money, blah 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 blah. But like, your nasty attitude, especially if you're working for a place like that, is absolutely bananas. So you, number one, you give me a crappy service, give me crappy attitude, and then I'm paying. I pay.
You have to pay.
I pay to get my medicine, and then my medicine is not even there. I have to go somewhere else to go and get my medicine. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I've been to UTH. I have experiences at UTH that are horrifying. Personal ones. So if you want to sit down, and you want to catch feelings about this, call me, and I'll tell you my experiences. If you're a doctor there, I will sit down and we will have a proper conversation. In fact, we'll probably invite you right here.
Yeah, I mean, y'all didn't circumcise this man properly. Why did you do the man like that?
I will tell you my personal experiences. You understand what I'm saying? So when I say these things, it's not from, oh, I heard somebody from my friend.
It's not hearsay.
I've had people die. My uncle died at UTH without seeing a doctor for 4 days.
Wow.
He was on a drip of water. You understand what I'm saying? My grandfather, same thing.
Yeah.
My uncle started arguing with the doctor. It's like, you haven't seen him. So and then like the annoying thing is, imagine you're in the hospital, Chromes, and then you're slipping there. No doctor has come to see you. All right, this guy comes in with his students, and then he looks at the file or the report or whatever, and then he starts going, oh, now what are the symptoms of Mr. Chromes' big head? It's like, oh no, the symptoms would mean that he might die in the next And it's like, and you have not been seen by a doctor yet. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just basically written down your symptoms and all of those different things, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like people start going through all of this, and somebody is laying there, haven't been seen by a doctor and all of that crazy stuff, you know? So when we hear of money missing, sometimes we think it's out there in the clouds. No, it's affecting people. If you have a relative and you don't have enough money and you have to go to UTH, you know, these are the realities that have to be faced. There's no medicine. All right, I cut my big toe badly. It took me 5 hours.
Big toe, bro?
I got my big toe cut.
Your big toe?
Yeah.
Your big toe?
Yeah, my big toe on my foot, you idiot. Cut my
you
big
almost
toe.
proved my circumcision story. You had to fuck it up. Shit.
Like,
Yeah.
I cut myself, and it took me 5 hours to get seen.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? 5 hours. All I had to do was switch it up. That's it.
Yeah.
5 hours. And then I've been to the dispensary where they give medicines. Like, oh no, we don't have this, we don't have this, we don't have this. And it's 3 things. And then they give you Panadol and whatever. It's like, how am I going to get better?
Yeah.
So that's how money missing, when they say it's like, oh, there's no money here. Oh no, the Ministry of Health doesn't have money. It's just like, this is how people are affected. People are dying because people are stealing money.
Yep.
It's a direct thing. It's not indirect. I get pissed off when I talk about this shit. Anyway.
Yeah, I could see you getting... you know, getting worked up. But I hear you, like, for real, like, y'all are diverting funds to buy expensive vehicles.
We know how much you had when you came in. How did you become so rich so quick?
Good question. Where's the money coming from? And then this past week, we did see that some people got raises. They got their salaries raised.
Bump the cheese up, man.
They bumped their own cheese up.
Bump their own cheese up. You know what I mean? Stroke your own ego. Bump your own cheese up. So, I mean, we'll just be right here. You know what I mean? Posted up, dying, and all of that. You know, when you get sick, you have a little cough, you fly to South Africa. It's all good. You know what I mean? We're going to go to UTH, get shouted at by the nurse and the doctor, you know. That doctor comes in smelling like a cheap whiskey he had yesterday. It's all good. You know what I mean? It's fine. We'll just die.
The homie's getting pissed off out here.
Told you not to get me started on shit.
So anyway, as it stands, the donors, because it's not only the UK, it's places like Sweden, Ireland, and the like. They're waiting for a comprehensive report to see where this money is going, so they can decide whether to bring the funding back. And the Minister of Finance, Margaret Monokatwe, came out to say that it's only those, like the funding for the social cash transfer, like that's the only thing that's affected. With education, like there's just certain aspects that have been affected, but like the rest of the funding is still coming through. That's what she said. Stop trying
to put perfume on the garbage, man. It still stinks.
There you go.
You know? Stop trying to make it look like it's not that bad. It is that bad.
It's horrible, right?
It's horrible.
It's embarrassing.
We have a lot of debt, number one. Keep that in mind.
Yep.
Mrs. Finance Minister, keep that in mind. We have a lot of debt. Yep. All right? And look, it's like these are the type of things that I don't like about Zambian politicians. Don't live in the now. It's like, look at it. It's like you have a legacy. There are certain people that people still go back to this day. It's like, oh, Ronald Penza when he was finance minister, he was one of the best ministers. It's like, have a legacy like that. Don't try and, if shit is bad, shit is bad.
Straight.
Just let us know. It's like, yo, it's bad. But we're trying to do our level best. You understand what I'm saying? Like, in fact, I am proposing that we give back some of these cars, and everybody is just going to be driving Land Cruisers or we'll buy them RAV4s. You know what I mean? Because it's like that's what people in Tanzania are doing.
Yeah.
That's what but like we're acting like everything is all good and it's kosher, and it's not.
You know what? Something funny really happened in Parliament this past week. We've really delved on topic like politics today, huh? Like the Minister of Local Government, Vincent Mwale, was asked like, yo, how much are the fire trucks insured for? Like, how much are they insured for? Like, because, you know, y'all spent whatever 42 million kwacha on all of these, and we want to know if
$2 million, isn't it?
$42 million. Yeah, my bad. Thanks.
Yeah.
So we want to know how much is each of them insured for, and he said 10 million kwacha, which is $1 million. He's like, oh, a million, like over a million, 10 million kwacha. Now, funny thing is, not too long ago, they said that each of them was insured for $250,000.
Okay.
So now ask yourself this question: how did that number change from $250,000 to $1 million in a different? So these are two different statements that were made. And look, if you buy something for $1 million, you can't insure it for less. That makes no sense.
It doesn't make sense. The whole point of insurance, any insurance company would tell you this, is to get you back in the same position before your loss.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? So if you had a building that's worth $1 billion, all right, your insurance premium should be at an amount that should allow the insurance company, once that building gets burnt down by your crazy ass ex, the insurance company should be able to be like, oh, here is your money, and we're getting you back in the same position that you were in before this calamity happened.
For your ex just came and shat all over this place.
Yeah, and acted like a little fool that she is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
So basically...
Sounding mad passive aggressive. We don't have any of these issues.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. That's what the insurance company is supposed to do. So it's like, if you're gonna insure something for $250,000, then it's worth $250,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that rubbish out.
Yeah. So shout out to Pilato. He's actually organizing a protest, another one, because the Minister of Finance will be giving the budget. Should be reading out the budget on Friday, 28th. Yeah, 28th of September. So that's when that's going to happen.
All right.
So Pilato and his people, Laura Miti and all of those people will be, out there doing their thing.
And if they're getting arrested,
they probably will get arrested.
They'll get arrested.
They will get arrested. I mean, we know.
They'll get arrested. We know.
You know what I mean?
We know. Because
So
it's like, no, we've come here to get a permit for protesting on thing.
Oh, hell
to
no.
be like, no. What
listen.
about my protest, Sadiko? Voila. No, come back. Come back.
Man. So
the budget is what?
What's that?
The budget is when? On the 27th?
28th.
28th. All right. They'll be like, come back on the 29th.
The guy is on leave.
Oh,
He'll be back.
You'll be back on the 29th. Come on the 29th, bruh. Zed. Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Zambia is so ratchet, man.
So it's wild, man. So ask the questions. That's all we're saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when you get this information, read through it. Like Africa Confidential. If you haven't read that thing, go through it. Understand what's going on, and then compare the notes with what the people and the powers that be are saying about those things. Because, like, the first thing that Dora Silia came out to say, who is the spokesperson of the PF, I believe, and Minister of Information, she jumped out and said, this is poor journalism. She called poor journalism on Africa Confidential, but that's the information that the donors used to question whatever's been going on in government. I was like, I think that was like the last straw. It's like, wait a minute, we've had doubts, and then this comes out. Pull the plug here. That these guys give us give us receipts. Basically, we want receipts. We want to see where everything went. Yeah. Then we can have a conversation. So
show them the receipts.
Yep.
I mean, look.
Show us the receipts.
Show us the receipts. We want to see them too. We want to know what's going on. I mean, if people like Doris Lee are gonna come up and just be like, oh, okay, this is poor journalism. It's like, show us. Yeah. Show us. It's like, okay, look, they've told you what it is. You tell them what it is. Yeah. Show them the numbers. It's like, no, there's no money missing here. She just got fired because, I don't know, she wore the same colored tie as the president that day, and he didn't like it, so he fired her.
He's the only one that's supposed to wear red.
So this is the only one that's supposed to. It's just like, let us know why she was fired.
Yeah, we need a comprehensive report on that. Like, we understand
absolutely.
It's the president's prerogative to change whoever is in cabinet, but like, those are like public officials. Yes. So that's public information.
Yes.
We want to know why. Like,
we miss
what's up? There we go. So we will see how the news
that
comes
pans out,
and then we'll do a follow up on the
particular
next
situation.
podcast. So this porn guy, what's happening? What's happening with Mr. Smith?
Mr. Smith.
What's the background of Mr. Smith, bro?
Basically, there's a big brother. There's a big brother house for porn.
What do you mean by that? What you mean?
It's like, look. Apparently, there's a gentleman who has been is recruiting the correct word?
You could say
recruiting?
Yeah.
It's like recruiting. It's like if you're gonna be in doing porn, is that like you know? Can you use this term? I was recruited to do porn.
What's the process of recruitment? You have to show that you're able to do the job, right?
Yeah.
The job.
Oh yeah, you possess the correct
you have the
assets
physique to do
and,
certain things.
Assets and all of that to do the job. So basically, this was actually one of those stories that came out about these women who were kind of auditioning to go into this house.
Yeah.
All right, and like when they're let into that house, apparently this particular gentleman will give them access to an international platform, and as far as porn is concerned, and then they will get paid in US dollars.
And am I getting it wrong here? Was it $100,000?
It was $100,000. Yes, it was $100,000. That was the deal, basically. So that particular gentleman was arrested by our competent men in what? What color? Khaki.
They got different colors, bro.
Khaki.
Yeah,
they're not the men in blue, eh?
There's some of them in blue.
Some of them in blue. Okay.
Khaki. Come and arrest this fool.
No, I'm just saying. It's like I'm trying to find out the color of, you know what I mean? The color of the uniform.
Let's go with khaki.
Yeah.
Mushroom brown.
So he was actually arrested and caught. So I mean, like there's certain stories. Maybe that's why I have a problem sometimes with Zambian journalism and how they just report the stories, and then we never some of these stories we never hear the background,
never hear
the rest of it. You know, I would like to know. It's like, so he was caught. What was his confession? What happened? You know, has he been doing this for a long time? Can you find even one girl in the past 3, 4, 5 years that benefited? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if somebody's offering 100,000, they didn't start off offering 100,000.
Well, I believe, wasn't it that he was using that as a scam, and people would send him nudes, and then he would blackmail them with the pictures that he got. So he would say, I got this shit, and I'll post it on social media, and I'll embarrass you. So if you don't want this shit to happen to you, give me some money, then we can make this happen.
Yeah, but like, that's one of the stories.
That's one of the stories. Okay.
All right. It's like, look, that's
sort of what happened to Bobby East, by the way.
Yeah, that's sort of what happened to Bobby East.
If y'all didn't know the background of the story, people got hold of his video, and
his phone was stolen, didn't it?
Must have been his phone or his laptop. Yeah,
Bobby
East, Zambian Hip Hop act, by the way, almost lost his career, man. Like, it was almost over for him.
Yeah, but like, I really don't get why Zambian police comes after the actual person in the actual video.
Because that's who they can identify.
Yeah, but like it's sort of like you're the suspect. Like you are the one who was distributing this stuff. It's like, no, I'm the victim. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm the victim. Somebody's actually trying to get money out of me. I'm not the suspect. I'm the victim. It's like, no, we arrested him for, suspectedly distributing pornographic materials. Like, but like, I'm not distributing. You think I'm Bobby East and I'm trying to be like, yo, check this out.
I'm not selling this.
I know, I'm not trying to sell this. Nah. I'm trying to sell this music, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was a little bit weird, but I have to say, as unfortunate as that was, I think that actually
it did help him. I mean,
it
propelled him to. It exposed him. To a whole new level.
Yeah, man.
Things just moved up.
Yeah,
for him,
at least the girls know what they're working with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he can even drop it in his bars now. I'm pretty proud of Bobby, man.
He's proud of it. You know, shout out to Bobby, man.
Yeah,
shout out to Bobby.
So careful. I mean, you know what? Don't fall for such shit. I know people are trying to make quick buck and all that, but like,
this is like, and look, quit sending nudes.
Are you sure?
Or if you send nudes, don't send your face.
Yeah.
Don't put your ugly mug in there and then, you know, like everybody's seeing and you're smiling.
A long time ago,
we don't want to see your pot belly.
We used to get nudes with faces back in the day, man. Don't get that no more, man.
The good old days.
The good old days.
But
man.
on a serious note, look, don't
revenge
do that.
porn just messed all of that up.
Yeah, it's like, look, unkana, it's like, I'm gonna fuck up a Facebook.
Have you ever sent nudes to somebody before? Not that I care, but you know, have you ever sent a picture of your penis to a woman?
No. Like my actual thing? No. I did.
So what are nudes? What are nudes for a dude if it's not that?
I don't know. Like it was one of those. You know, like one of those when you know the homeboy downstairs is kind of happy. You know, you're having a dirty conversation. And it's like, dude is happy, and you know you're wearing one of those really loose pants. You know, so it's like, yo,
oh my gosh,
ta-da, all of that crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, Fanatik is that guy. So trash. But the guys that send the actual junk,
bruh,
like, my G. What are you doing? You're better off going to download a picture and sending it.
Yeah,
you can't send your own shit.
Don't send your own shit.
Nah, come
Please
on,
don't send your own shit.
That's so trash.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, yo, so you got some women out there who got like, I don't know, special ego eye. They will recognize that penis. Even if it's just a penis. They'll be like, yo,
there's a mole on the tip.
That's my man's penis. I recognize curves like this.
It comes like this.
It's got two veins when it's upset. Anyway.
So yeah, Mr. Smith, man. Let's see what. You're so right with Zambian journalism. It's so weird because like people do want to know.
People do want to know
what happens to Mr. Smith after this. Like remember there was that dude who got caught because he had like a snake around his neck or whatever. He had snakes in his pockets. Yeah. Like, what happened to that? Like, do we just report it and then after that we forget about it? Like, you know?
No, man. Like somebody's follow-up game is not strong, man.
Yeah, that's true.
We're good for one round.
Oh. Being mad rowdy today, aren't we? Just one round, we're done.
Zambian journalists.
The news only comes once. That's it. That's what we do.
At 6:30. 12 hours. 1,800 hours.
So speaking of illegal and legal things, SA, man.
Yeah,
got that weed thing popping, baby.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like I don't know how many people I've seen it's like, oh, I'm gonna move to SA.
I think I said that, and then I remembered that like weed is just not good for me.
It's not your thing.
It's weird. I've smoked weed before, and it was just, oh man. I mean, the paranoia. I ran away from a party, bro. I was just like, why is everybody looking at me like that? Fuck this shit. I'm out of here. I literally called up the home girl, Brown Sugar, like, you know, Just Tash. Now she's called Just Tash.
Yeah. Lame name, by the way. Still love you. I love you from the bottom of my soul. You know that. Yeah. I just hate your name now.
Just Tash.
Just Tash. It's like there's nothing just about Tash. We know that.
We know,
we know that.
She's phenomenal.
She's phenomenal. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
So I told her like, yo, am I tripping?
Yeah.
You know, we're at this party, you know, just chilling. I'm like, yo, am I tripping? Like, why is everybody looking at me funny? Like, have I done something wrong? Like, like literally, I was so convinced. People were like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude?
Yeah.
So she was like, no, my G, you're chilling. You're doing your thing. Like, you know, just being yourself as usual.
Like, it's like they're trying to sacrifice me?
Oh, no. Was it? Oh, shit. We got to tell that story. No, you got to tell that story. No, I don't have. You don't want me to tell that story?
No, don't tell the story, bro.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying
maybe
is,
one
like,
day.
I've said this before. These are conversations that I've had with other individuals, people who love smoking weed. You know what I mean? It's like arguments about, it's like, yo, weed is not a drug. What the hell is wrong with you? It's like, weed is from the earth and it's pure and all of these different things. It's like, weed makes you feel good and takes you to a certain place. But like, there are some people who just act foul when they are on weed. And I've said that before. So it's like, look, I smoked weed back in my early days, and I realized just like, I don't like the high it gives me. Doesn't make sense. I will have my whiskey, no problem. I will have my mossy, no problem. But when it comes to weed, that's just a totally different story. I don't like being sober and high at the same time. It messes with my mind. It's like, wait, make up your mind. Pick a struggle. All right, are you sober? Are you high? It's like you want to act out like you're crazy, but like you're walking in a straight line. It doesn't make sense for my brain. You know what I mean? So that's just one of my things. But South Africa.
Yo, you saw the dude on, was it ENCA? There was a Zambian dude.
Was he a Zambian guy, or was he just wearing chipolo? Could have been a Zambian guy though.
It must have been a Zambian guy.
Like with all of that
just
xenophobia.
When they legalized the thing, there's a Zambian dude. That's the first thing. It had to be a Zambian dude in the picture. So here's to give you some context, right? So SA, South Africa, they've legalized the private use of marijuana.
By adults, by the way.
Yeah, adults. So, you can have some weed on you. You know,
it's not an issue. It's not an issue.
And all. So they're announcing this, right? Obviously, people are going crazy. I saw like a picture with like, these Rasta men, just like, vuvuzelas and everything. It's like it's going down over there, bro. And then on ENCA, I think it was ENCA, there were like it was like a field report, and the reporter was speaking to like, I think it was like a white man. I think he was probably just like a, just there and giving his opinion. And then in the background, there's a dude wearing a Zambian jersey.
Yes.
It was full regalia, by the way, because he had like a scarf, I believe, as well.
And I don't know if it's a head sock or
scarf. Yeah, a head sock as well. So it's like this dude was just like,
Zambian jersey. It's like, gotta represent, bro. Gotta represent.
Dude, I was so happy. I don't know why. I was just, this is great. This dude caught the first flight to SA when he found out. I went to chill.
Obviously, He's never coming back here. Like one of the first, the first person I saw tweet about it, I think when it started going crazy, the first tweet, one of the first tweets anyway, that I saw was AKA. And he was like, we shouldn't even call it Daga anymore. Because they call it Daga. And I was like, what the heck? And boom, in like 30 minutes, he had like 1,000 likes. And I'm like, yo, why are people so excited about AKA just tweeting this? It's like people, but like, it's like the way it just started going crazy, and I started reading some of the comments, and they were like, oh no, we should just call it Leaf. And then somebody came in and said, it's like, oh, we should call it Family Tree.
Oh, wow. Family Tree.
And I was like, oh, boom, there you go. But when I saw that, that's when I headed to ENCA and all of these different places, and I found out that's like, oh, okay, they've basically legalized it.
And, Constitutional Court, they did this on the 18th of September.
But it's legal in Lesotho too, isn't it?
Lesotho is like an island in South Africa. That's like such a weird place to be.
I know, right?
They say some of the best weed comes from Lesotho, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
One of our homies said that.
Oh, really? Yeah. Need to ask and find out. But anyway, for what reason? It's not like I'm gonna smoke it. But like Canada is also, apparently someone was telling me that Canada is also legalizing it in the next 2 weeks or something.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, there you go. Canada
Zambia should consider it, man. I mean,
yeah, but like, like the thing is, I think even when you hear the Green Party advocating for weed to be, marijuana to be legalized, I think most times we just end there. Like most things, it's like, oh, we want to legalize marijuana. Hey, we can't legalize it. Zambia, Christian nation, da. But like, you don't sit down.
Switch off immediately.
You don't sit down and hear what it says. Like, look, for medicinal purposes, because it's got this use and that use and that use and that use and that use, and it's used for people in cancer, for them to bear some of the pain that they have, and all of these different things. It's like it's already in use in a lot of places and in a lot of countries. You know, people actually get a subscription for that. Prescription for that. Sorry, you know, and subscription wouldn't be too bad. Prescription for that. You know what I mean? But like here, when we hear, oh no, legalize marijuana, all we hear is like, oh, whatever. They want us to be smoking weed all the time and all of that. And it's like, that's not even what it is.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've read his report and like his what do they call it, the manifesto?
Yeah,
where he actually breaks down like how this works, and it's like it's actually kind of genius because he talks about how we can be able to empower people.
Yes,
people will be able to take their kids to school, and then you can also like help with the country's economy because this is like a big business, and we've seen this
cash crop.
It's literally
it's a cash crop.
It's a cash crop. Like, look at how it's working out there in select states in the United States, like California. Like, like weed is literally like one of the biggest contributors to the states. Like,
I mean, they have different flavors and all of that. It's crazy. They go in on their weed.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're having a debt crisis.
Sell some weed, bro.
Find a different way to, you know, the whole Christian. I mean, look, we've already established. I think we know that. I think the Christian nation thing is just something that we say because clearly our leaders are stealing from us. Yeah. But how Christian is that? Yeah. I believe being a Christian is you are Christ-like. You do what Jesus. What would Jesus do?
What would Jesus
do? If the funding came in from the UK,
it's like he wouldn't.
Would Jesus steal that money and buy a Land Cruiser?
No, Jesus is not gonna do that. But like Zambians are so easily played and so easily swayed. You know what I mean? Yeah. Seeing somebody in church on one Sunday kneeling down, they're gonna be like, oh, you know, look at him. He's at church. Oh, great one and all of that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we're easily swayed left and right. You know, so we.
But he was in the church.
Yeah, like, we don't have our wits about us. You know, it's like, yo, when you leave out the house, make sure you got your brain too.
There you go. Straight up.
Good advice.
Straight.
Free too.
I wonder how many people will actually show up for that National Day of Prayer and Fasting. Probably still a lot of people.
Yeah, but like I think a lot of them will show up, but they would have eaten.
I don't think anybody's going there hungry, bro. I just don't believe it. And if they are,
there are some people who are gonna go there.
Yeah,
you know, and all of that, because there are obviously certain even good people who sincerely believe in the patriotic front and what the patriotic front is doing and all of that. Yeah. And to you, kudos, you know what I mean? Look, I've never been one of those to say it's like if you have an opposing view, then your view doesn't matter. It's like as long as you can stand and back and be committed to your team, even when they lose. You know what I mean? Be a Manchester United fan. Yeah. Stay there. Even when they're losing, stay there. All right? Yeah. When they're messing up, stay there. Say they're messing up. But like, don't just be a blind follower.
Straight. And you need to call them out when you see something is messed up, right? Like,
so if you have an opposing view, if you don't like what we're saying about the patriotic front or whatever it is, you know, we can go in on the other political parties too. But like, yo, they're not in government. They're not in government. You know, HH's money, you know, whether he's stealing or not stealing doesn't affect me.
Straight.
You understand what I'm saying?
Straight. That's his personal business.
That's his personal business
at
this particular juncture. You know, 2021 that might change, and the whole language and attitude that's obviously going to change, and the way we address him. So it's all of those things that we have to keep in mind when talking about this things, man.
Yeah. So I guess the projection is that neighboring countries are possibly going to also try and look into legalizing it, because right now it's like it's marijuana in SA is only legalized for personal consumption, so you can grow it as well in your backyard.
You can grow it in your backyard and nobody's gonna harass you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's so cool for them.
So
for the people who smoke weed,
let's see how that's going to spiral out to other countries and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's one of those things that like I said, we really need to listen to some of the ideas that are brought, you know, like out of the box ideas, the whole legalizing marijuana. It's like, think about it. It's like this man is not just talking about let's just all smoke weed.
No, that's not even the message.
That's not even the message at all.
He hasn't said that.
He hasn't said that, you know. But like we stop about, oh no, I think we should legalize marijuana and bite.
Yeah,
you know. So like it's a bit hectic, but it is what it is, man. That's Zed for you.
There you go. So you had something you want to talk about with female rappers?
Oh yeah.
What's your concern with that?
Bro, I've always sat down, you know what I mean? And I was like, I don't remember exactly what I was watching or what I was doing, or maybe I was walking past somewhere and I think I heard Slapdee and Nana on a song. I forget the song.
Booty Call?
Booty Call.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Nana, man.
Had a fast.
Yeah, what Chrome said.
Shout out to Nana.
Shout out to Nana, man.
Call me.
So, the thing is, Nana, Brisky.
Yeah.
Let's throw in Ludo, Cleo, Bombshell. Who else?
Wait, so you're throwing in Cleo as well?
I'm gonna throw in Cleo as well.
Okay.
All right. I'm going somewhere with this. What's her name? Maya. Yeah. I mean, it's like, I mean, she was the punchline of a lot of rappers at some
when
point.
the wig
you know what
fell
I mean?
off.
Yeah, and then never go Samonga Wivu ya Maya.
That was classic.
That was a classic one, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Maki too, bro.
So we throw in Sutu as well? Was Sutu a rapper?
No, she
was a singer.
She was a rapper. She was a singer.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. But like I always sat down and was like, why hasn't, probably apart from Cleo, but like there's never really been like a point where you have a female rapper who stayed and was like, look, I'm a rapper. This is what I do. This is how I make my money. And that's what it is. They come and go. And I've always wondered why. Again, this is like Ludo is probably one of my favorites of all time.
My favorite female rapper.
She's my favorite female rapper, poet, you know, person, wacky chick. You know what I mean? It's like she's a riot, super dope chick. But even from her, I've known Ludo since probably like 2009, 2010, 2010. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So from 2010 till now, she's doing some things. But like, where's the Ludo album?
I think Ludo isn't going for the market that probably a lot of the people that you've mentioned there are going for. Like, she's the type of music she does, like whatever music she's dropped, like so far, is, I don't think it has commercial appeal. It's like just for a certain core audience, probably for the people that go to her poetry shows and stuff like that. Like she if there's like a top tier, second tier, and a third tier, she's probably aiming to be second tier. I don't know if she's not gonna do a big dreams like Cleo, I believe.
Why?
Because that's not her fabric. Like it's not who she is. And if she did try to do that, I think it would come off a bit weird.
No, look, here's the thing. For me, like, if I was gonna compare, and this is probably one of her idols, if I was gonna compare Ludo, I would compare her to a Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So with the soul and the depth of Lauryn Hill, it was still possible for her to be a mainstream artist the time she came out. And she was a mainstream artist.
Yeah, but that era was different, bro. That era was different. If you're telling me Miseducation, if it came out now, it would be a #1 album.
No, it wouldn't be a #1 album.
It would probably be considered like underground hip hop, almost. I think, like second tier.
No, but like what I'm saying is, it's like the possibility of her getting that type of depth.
Oh, you mean
and making it commercials? It's like Ludo cannot do that. Cannot jump on a track and be not necessarily commercial, but sellable.
But who else has done something like Lauryn Hill, though? If you think back to it, like who had that sort of depth and went on to sell as many albums, went on to probably win all those types of awards and all of that? Maybe the closest one would be Erykah Badu, right?
Yeah, and
now
they're
she's
a little bit different.
Yeah, but like I'm talking about like the closeness of sort of like the fabric of like what they do.
Of what they do. Yeah, absolutely. But like that's what I'm saying. So it's like I feel like, okay, whatever it is that you do, give us some material, give us a project, whatever it is that you want to do. You know what I mean? It's because it's like then, it's like, yeah, you are. What are you? Are you a poet? Are you a singer? Are you a rapper? You know, you can do all of these things, but like, what are you at the core of you? What are you? What do we come to you for? If I'm a brand and I want to be associated with you, what vehicle am I going to use to move my brand? You understand what I'm saying? It's like that's my thing with Ludo. It's like, give us a project, because she has been making music for a long time, from back in 2010 with James and them. You know what I mean? So it's like all of that music that she's been making between then and now is sort of like, where is it? And what is it? I mean, we heard Side Chicks Anonymous.
It was a great song.
Great song, you know. And then we heard the other one, I forget the title.
Daddy's Little Girl?
Daddy's Little Girl, you know what I mean? Another brilliant song. So it was like, okay, then we have an idea of what she's going with. But like, it feels like she gave us those songs and then after that, nothing else.
Well, I did tweet her.
Silence.
She's saying she's working on something, so that's something to look out for. But let's look at people who've dropped projects, though. Like, I guess Ludo, we will only judge whether she can really get into that sort of Lauryn Hill pocket when she drops a record, because Side Chicks Anonymous and Daddy's Little Girl, when you look at the core of the message, it's pretty much almost the same sort of. It's in the same line. Yeah. So what else can you do? She still has that to prove.
There you go.
To at least to the people who she's been able to reach at this particular time. I mean, like you say, she's been making music since 2012? 10. I didn't hear any of that music. Yeah. I
also didn't hear. I mean, she's got songs with Critic from back in the day.
Critic has songs with everybody.
They were.
He's got a song with Swish. He's got a track with Swish.
There was actually. I don't know if it's Ludo or Critic who told me this. There was actually, you remember when Mr. and Mrs. Smith came out? Yeah. There was actually supposed to be a project that came out.
With the two of them?
With the two of them.
Oh, that would have
been
fire.
Called Mr. and Mrs. Wordsmith.
Whoa. That was going to be
just the title alone.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying?
What happened to that?
I don't know. We're going to ask Critic and Ludo. See what's what.
So, among those people, is Cleo the only one that's dropped an album? Because I know she dropped an album called Gemini, I believe, because she's a Gemini. Who else?
Oh, she's a gem.
Yeah. Kaladosha's gonna kick your ass, bro. I believe she's the only one that's dropped an album. Where's Nana's album?
No, like Nana had, how many songs did Nana have out? 2?
Yeah. Which other song did she have apart from Booty Call?
I think there was another one. I think there was another one that came out. It just didn't make the radio like it did.
Apparently TAP wrote those bars.
Oh yeah?
Apparently.
Oh, there you go. I think I heard, yeah.
Allegedly, he had a verse on that record.
Oh yes, I remember that. I remember him saying that. I remember him complaining about that.
That's where the beef came from.
That's where the beef came from. Yeah.
So Brisky, where's Brisky's album? Where's Brisky's mixtape? Like, Not even a mixtape. Like, I guess the only other person you can say had some sort of a project was Cha.
Yeah,
she had that EP out.
Yeah,
that shit was fire.
It was absolute fire.
Sounded like MC Light and like Lauryn Hill woven together.
I don't know, man. Like that was
some amazing shit.
Brilliant.
Yeah, all of the tracks were just on point.
All of the tracks were on point. It's like, and when I listened to her for the first time, I was like, what?
You know what? I think it's simple. They don't do the work. The female rappers don't do the work.
Yeah.
Where's the music? Where's Maya? She had one song. What happened?
Okay. And that was a huge song.
That was a huge song. Smash. Like, put out an album.
That's the thing. It's just like, what happens to these ladies? You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's like, we always say these things. It's like, look, there are very few times when, in as far as a male-dominated sphere of music like hip-hop, but like every single time, there's always, if it's just one big female artist, there's always one. There's always one. There's never been a time when it's just all male dominated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's always one.
There has to be someone in every era.
There has to be someone. There has to be
You're
a Lil
pretty
Kim.
right about that,
There has to be a Foxy Brown somewhere. You know what I mean?
A Lauryn Hill.
There has to be a Lauryn Hill.
A Nicki.
There has to be a Nicki. It's like, look, this whole, it needs a female. Even right now, when, you know, we thought it's like, oh, Nicki, what's happening with Nicki? She didn't drop an album for a long time. And then, boom, Cardi came on the scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, these are huge, huge artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was a time when Missy Elliott was big.
True.
You know, and she didn't even fit the whole sexy vibe, whatever. She was a big chick.
Yeah.
You know? But like, the hip hop still made room for her. So it's a situation where you sit down and you're like, why don't Zambian female artists push like that? You know what I mean?
Straight.
Hypothetically, it's like, for me, I feel like lyrically, a person like Ludo is better than Cleo, but like Cleo is a way bigger artist.
Cleo has, like, her business acumen is on point. She's exposed to a lot of people and she knows how to maneuver through that.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what, like, y'all just need to learn from Iris, man. Just go through her Instagram and her Facebook, see what kind of antics she has.
Yeah.
So you can know how to work social media.
Consult
or maybe that's
Iris.
That's an extreme example. Watch how Watch how Cleo is doing her thing and follow that blueprint. But then do your own thing. Just know you can't.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be Cleo.
But I like the Iris example. I like the Iris example better because it's like Iris, what she did or what happened, the whole thing could have destroyed her. But like, she's still relevant in this conversation today.
She spun it.
And she's still spinning it.
Yep.
And we will not stop talking about her. All right? People still hate her.
Straight.
To this day, like she did that 2 weeks ago.
I know, right?
Do your thing, Iris.
Yep.
Yeah.
Call me.
And it's absolutely crazy. But anyway, look, all in all, I just want to see
what is the
female
moral of the
rappers.
story?
The moral of the story is I feel like we need more female rappers. We need more female rappers who can get out there and put in work. You know what I mean? South Africa has got Rouge. There's Gigi Lamaine. You know what I mean?
Nadia Nakai.
There's Nadia Nakai.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are the females here doing?
Because look, hip hop is a big genre in Zambia.
It is.
Like, the biggest artist in Zambia is Slapdee.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah,
that should tell you like where the genre is right now. Yeah. Moral of the story is female rappers need to go out there.
Yeah.
Be out there a little more. Like, here's the thing. Like, with marketing, let me just throw in some marketing gems here. If you haven't been to marketing school, I haven't been to marketing school, but just research.
You could have just gone with it. You know what I mean? You didn't have to say you haven't been. You could have just.
No, the reason for me to say that is because you don't have to have some sort of education to know how to push yourself.
Yeah, no.
It's
absolutely.
like, look, all you have to do is, if you're getting into a market, you need to know who the big players are.
Yeah.
How do they do their thing? How do they appeal to the people that they reach? And if you are going to go in, what are you going to provide that's different? What is that person not doing?
Yeah.
That you can do better.
Yeah.
And find out what your strength is and amplify that. It's like when you're doing, it's like when you're watching cartoons, they exaggerate stuff for it to be like larger than life.
Exactly.
That's what you have to do. So go out there, check the landscape, see where you can fit in, go ham. That's it.
Do your thing.
But don't forget the lyrics. Gotta be on point over there. So we'll end this with this. The count with Eminem's Kill Shot and Rap Devil.
Oh man.
So you still have an upper hand. Rap Devil has 107 million views at this time.
There you go.
And Kill Shot has 98 million.
There you go.
So
MGK is the man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still laugh. I'm still laughing at you guys who's all on Eminem's white penis. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, relax. Doesn't need you that much,
MGK's
you guys.
black
I love Eminem. You know what I mean? But you have to respect that this young man has got balls.
He boxed.
He
with God.
threw a punch, and the punch made an impact. So much so that I don't know. Look. Eminem is a rap god.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you compare him to MGK.
Yeah.
You know? The only people who probably can throw punches at Eminem are probably people like 50, because it's close to him. Not even because of where he stands and all of that. But like 50 individuals like Nas, Jay-Z. Those are the only people.
Yeah.
Who you can be like, oh, okay, oh, it's on now.
Yeah.
But like MGK? No, man.
Yeah.
I bet you my bottom dollar that even if Game decided to make a diss record, Eminem would have ignored that and acted like there wasn't a diss record that ever came out, and it would still have been fine. You know what I mean? Like that's how colossal Eminem is. But like this guy, this kid, came out with a diss track, and is doing things like this, and he's on the Breakfast Club,
doing his thing.
Yeah. Hey, respect MGK, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We broke it all down. Yep. Remember, subscribe.
Yeah, please.
Follow us on SoundCloud. Rap. What am I saying? Rap? Raw Conversations Podcast. Hey, we dropping bars out here, bro. YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Find us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts as well, and anywhere else where you get your podcasts. We are available.
Yes.
So next week, more to come.
More to come, man. Look, I was when we started doing the podcast, I was like, yo, where are we gonna be getting this content from? But now I realize I don't have to worry.
It's just
Zambia, just Zambians. Yeah. Zambia, just Zambians.
Zambia, just Zambia.
It's just content is gonna come out. Like there's somebody who's gonna be like, it's like, yo, I just feel like I need to do something stupid today. It's a random Tuesday, but like I feel like I want to, and then boom, it's gonna do something stupid. It's gonna be all over social media, and it's gonna be content on Raw Conversations, man. Crazy.
Straight.